Hi, my name is Kimber Woods, and today I'm going to give my speech on gun control. I recently changed my mind to do this speech after I was in my Composition 1 class, and this subject was brought up, and one lady said that guns are not the problem, which I agreed with. But then she went on to say that it's not the guns, but it is the ammos that cause the problem. And that just didn't sit well with me because I had to explain to her that there is someone behind that gun putting in an ammo that causes a problem. It is not necessarily a gun or the bullets that kill people. It is a person behind that gun pulling the trigger. According to Futures Without Violence, people are 3 times more likely to be killed by their spouse than to be killed by a stranger with a knife or a gun or any other form of weapon. There are 44 states that allow concealed carry. And in 1991, that violence had completely peaked in the United States, which allowed 24 of those states to be added in 1991. But recently, after the Sandy Hook shooting, the Connecticut governor, according to Wall Street Journal, the Connecticut governor is now trying to push more gun laws to keep Americans safe. But is that honestly what they're doing? There are now laws being pushed to make background checks mandatory for purchasing weapons. But if you ask yourself, is it really the law-abiding citizens that need the background checks? Not usually. Most of the time, these people that are shooting in an act of terrorism are not your everyday citizens. They are people that are known for breaking the law. Most of the time, they purchase these guns illegally. They steal them. They get them from a friend or a neighbor or family, and most of the time end up killing them as well. The other day, my sister was actually at Fayetteville Public School, was doing an assignment there, and had a student pull a knife on her. There was nothing that she could do about it, but luckily there was a law-abiding citizen that had a concealed carry license, and they were able to help my sister and to keep her safe. Now, we have to ask ourselves, are guns really the problem? If someone wants to find a gun, it is very easy to find a gun, just like if someone wants to do drugs or to make a bomb, it is very easy to do that. I had to explain to the lady in my composition class that if they were to ban guns, then they would also have to ban knives, even kitchen knives, because they can kill someone. They would have to ban all sorts of fertilizer for your gardens and your farms because fertilizer can make bombs. They have to ban shampoo bottles because you're not even allowed those on airplanes because they can be used to hold bombs. Any person that wants to commit a terroristic act is going to, with or without a gun. Someone that wants to kill someone is going to do that whether or not the law states that they are not allowed to. According to the NRA, the National Rifle Association, guns are used for recreational use. They're meant for hunting, for target shooting, for practicing, but they can also be used for protection. Where would we be if we were not allowed to protect our country? And we have to use guns to do that. Even in America, in our day-to-day lives, there's going to be a circumstance to where someone is going to need to be protected. And it would be great to have a concealed carry. Our government is trying to take concealed carries away from us, and if they do that, how is America supposed to protect themselves? If there is someone who is committing an illegal act and they have a gun and the law-abiding citizen does not, how are they going to protect the rest of the community? Protection is the reason we have the Second Amendment. It is there so that we can keep our families, our friends, and our community safe. After checking the facts on factcheck.org on gun laws, gun murders are now at the lowest rate that they have been since 1981. There has been 11,078 in 2010. The gun aggravated assault is now at the lowest rate that it has ever been since 2004. But gun ownership has went up to now where every 88.8 out of every 100 own a gun. So that does show you that gun ownership is not a bad thing, and it has actually protected most of our citizens. Gun control is not something that should be blamed for a few people that are wanting to disobey the law. There's also a saying that if guns kill people, then pencils misspell words, and that spoons make people fat, which is absolutely true because there is someone behind every one of those things causing those actions to happen. This would be the same way with drunk driving. If someone killed another person in a drunk driving accident, it would not be the car's fault. It would be the person behind the wheel that was making the choice to do what they done. Gun laws are not something that need to be revised, and they are something that Americans need in order to stay safe. I hope that I have persuaded you to realize that guns are not the problem, and that guns are actually something that keeps America the way that it is.